Hi everybody! Thank you so much for joining us today. In this webinar, we'll be discussing revenue management and the important role it plays in your property management business. My name is Michal Freer, and I'm the Head of Strategic Partnerships here at Guesty, and I'll be taking you through today's webinar. Today we're going to look into pricing, revenue, and yield management, touching on what each of those means for your business and the benefits of building a strategy in these areas. We will take a closer look at the tools Guesty has built to optimize revenue and simplify the pricing process, and also explain how those can be of use in meeting your revenue goals. So let's jump right in. As a property management company that oversees multiple rental properties, you know that setting your listings' nightly prices while consistently maximizing yield is a difficult but vital aspect of your job. You want to make sure that all of your rentals are always priced accurately to maintain a daily competitive advantage, holiday, season, event, and so on and so forth, while also maintaining prices that will yield the best margins for your business. With revenue being the driving force of your business, as you already know, this is an area that requires your attention. So to be more sophisticated and proactive in how you manage your revenue, there are some factors you must consider when building your overall strategy for each of your properties. Starting with the right base prices. First, you need to look at your market and decide on base prices for your properties. Revenue is about setting the right price. And managing your revenue, it means making sure you choose rates that align with your competition in the market. Secondly, how prices change. You then need to consider how prices change in your market according to holiday, season, and any other factors that will have an impact on the frequency of guests choosing your properties. And the third factor to consider as part of your revenue strategy is conversion. This means increasing the potential of your listings' exposure and bookings. This is accomplished by offering multiple combinations of pricing offers and discounts that will appeal to as many segments as possible. We will dive into this further in the next few slides. So once you have the right strategy in place, you need the right tools to put things into action. To help you implement a sophisticated pricing strategy like the one we just outlined moments ago, we built our revenue management tool, consisting of 3 layers that take you through each phase of the process. First, we have rate strategies, then rate plans, then promotions. We've presented this as a pyramid because it's a 3-part process, with rate strategies being the biggest element of your revenue strategy, and rate plans and promotions being added on top for specific purposes. Now let's look further into each of those 3 layers of our revenue management tool to see what these features look like on our platform and how they can be used to help you build a strategy that maximizes revenue, minimizes gaps in bookings, and keeps your pricing competitive. Once you've determined what the right market price is for each of your listings, you can try our rate strategies feature to create rules that define how those prices should fluctuate based on different days or events throughout the year. These rates strategies enable you to automate price and minimum nights adjustments at scale, helping you to save time, optimize the balance between occupancy and revenues, and avoid any risks of human error. These are year-long strategies that you build once, and then it's in effect for an ongoing period, with adjustments being made on a needs basis. Different types of rate strategy rules would include examples like using a recurring days rule to increase the listing's base price 10% every Friday or Sunday, or using seasonal rules to increase the price during high season. Similarly, using an upcoming availability rule to lower your prices on any bookings made less than 2 days before check-in date. In order to build solid rate strategies, remember, think about a base price for each property. Then think about how you would like to adjust those base prices to create a yearly schedule according to the market, days of the week, seasonality, holidays, or events that need to be considered when pricing. The rules are cumulative, meaning that we will sum all the rules together and then recalculate the price. And after you set your schedule, you're also able to identify gaps and increase conversion on those unbooked dates. You can change the minimum night requirements according to the calendar gaps to avoid when the gap minimum night settings are higher than the gap lengths, saving you all the manual work in reviewing the calendar and making the adjustments individually. Lastly, As a safety check, you also have the option of setting boundaries in order to make sure that your prices aren't becoming lower or higher than you want. You set the rate boundaries and your platform will make sure your rules don't breach it. The next layer of our revenue management tool are rate plans. Rate plans are what you use to increase the likelihood of bookings by offering additional pricing options for guests to choose from when they're considering a stay at your property. By creating a multiple rate plan option for your properties, you will be appealing to as many audiences and preferences as possible, thus giving guests the ability to customize their stay to their liking. And by providing guests with more options to choose from, you can guarantee that one of those options is going to be the right one for them. For example, offering guests a nightly rate that includes breakfast and other rates with free cancellation, plus your original price that includes neither option, ensures that you're opening options for everyone. In fact, Booking.com has found that the best way to increase occupancy with rate plans is by combining some key types of plans, like offering prices that include free cancellations or refundable versus non-refundable rates. You should definitely try a few different combinations of rate plans to find what works for your audience. But to help get you started, Booking.com suggests trying at least 2 of these 3 rate plans. For Guesty users, the early booker option can be created using our custom rate plan option. If part of your overall pricing strategy were to be, for example, to target a specific audience, then you could also use rate plans to do that by offering discounts to that specific audience only, such as students or remote workers, for example. Because rate plans are ongoing strategies that you set and let run indefinitely. You would use them to create pricing packages that are mainly within your overall offering. From the Guesty platform, you can currently only create rate plans that are reflected on Booking.com, but we will have this available to sync with other booking platforms coming very soon. The third and final layer of our revenue management tool is promotions. Promotions are a pricing tool that can be used for increasing occupancy and revenue during one-time short-term opportunities that you identify in the market, like a big event in town or bad weather. Currently, promotions can only be synced from Guesty's platform to Booking.com, which we have a direct integration with, where promotions are widely used and proven to draw a lot of attention from potential guests. Unlike the previously mentioned rate strategies and rate plans, which you have been actively applied to your prices for repeated occurrences like weekends or holidays, promotions are something you apply on the top of those prices, only for a short period of time, as an effort to draw some extra attention to your listings for one-time scenarios. Think of promotions as a brief sale. For example, if there was a big convention in your area and you wanted to try targeting an audience of business travelers for that period, then this is a moment in time you should set promotions for, because it's more of a one-time short-term period you'll be offering those prices. You can see promotions on Booking.com as the prices with strike-throughs over their pre-established prices, and it will specifically point out that there is a promotion running on your prices. Best of all, when one of your listings is one of the options on Booking.com that has crossed out price with a better one above it, it will help your listing stand out and garner more visibility to acquire more bookings. You can see what that will look like on the Booking.com displayed here. Plus, offering promotions will also increase your reach result scores on Booking.com, giving you a higher ranking on the platform's search results page. In fact, of all Booking.com reservations booked through Guesty, 15 to 20% of those reservations use our promotions feature, proving just how beneficial it is to take advantage of this capability. So now that we've demonstrated the different Guesty features you can utilize to maximize occupancy and strategically price all of your listings from one central dashboard, it's important to understand that without taking advantage of our all-encompassing revenue management tool, you're left doing much of the work manually. This includes tracking key moments throughout the year, where pricing and restrictions need to be reevaluated, individually updating all of your listings across channels, adjusting minimum nights limitation and rates according to gaps, following a calendar of times that you need to revert or update prices, and lastly, manually implementing promotions as a simple but effective way to bring some extra revenue during moments that you might really need it. Our revenue management feature is simple enough and intuitive enough for any one of your team members to master. You don't need to come with 10 years of experience in data analysis or creating hospitality pricing models to succeed in using it. When you have the right strategy laid out, these features make it easy for any property manager to utilize in order to implement an in-depth strategy. With all that said, we hope we've emphasized just how crucial revenue management is to your business, how to go through the process of creating a strategy, and the many ways in which Guesty platform is equipped to help you put that strategy into action in an easy and effective manner. For more information, either visit our Help Center if you're already a Guesty user, or request a demo to see more about platform in action. Thank you so much for joining me today, and we hope to hear from you soon.